Today I'm going to take off this grill and clean all this mess up. Someone tried to do something to that, and I'm going to try to take it down to the original plastic or whatever it is. I'm going to take off this grill and repair this grill right here where it cracked. And I'm also going to tape all this off underneath here and paint that with duplex color. And as you can see, I did these pieces here, which turned out great. It's a little dirty, it's been raining around here, and I got on the road last night, but as you can see, look how nice it looks. It was all faded like the bumpers. It had a faded color to it like that, and it just looks so much better. I did this side over here too. Look how nice that looks, man. Like I say, it's got some dirt on it and whatnot because it's sturdy, but it really turned out nice. I'm really happy with it. When I had my tires and rims put on, the people there, they had some kids working there and they didn't know where to put the jacks to jack it up, and so they put it right here on this trim piece on both sides and jacked it up on both sides, and it actually bent that trim piece and snapped out those little plugs down there. And so I had to come back and put little plastic black screws in there and take that off. I was going to tape it all off and put paper and paint it on the vehicle, but since they jacked it up and literally jacked it up, this piece was up here over the door and the door wouldn't open on the passenger side. So I took the other side off first and painted it, and I said, well, I might as well just take this side off too, because more than likely they damaged it as well. And after I got it off, I realized that, yeah, where the metal comes together, it bent it in and it was out, and it was pushing the plastic trim up. So anyway, I didn't make a fuss about it, but I fixed it because I could, and I did it. It turned out real nice. I'm happy with that. And so let's get to it. Okay, everyone, there's no YouTube video on how to take off this grill that I just got off my tracker over there. And I took it off because, one, I'm gonna do the bumper, I'm gonna paint the bumper, and I'm gonna try to fix this right here as best I can. So there's no YouTube videos on how to take this off, and so I ran inside to look and see, and I couldn't find anything. So anyway, there's a screw right here. Sorry you guys, I didn't show you, but there's a screw right here that you have to get, you know, by the tire to get up underneath there and get this one out. And then of course there's one on this side, and there's one here in the middle, and then that'll loosen this bottom half up. But there's two clips up here that I didn't know really how. This is the part that I stumbled across. I didn't know how to take this off without breaking it, and I was trying to get my screwdriver underneath here and pry that down right there, and by doing so I was jiggling it enough and it came out. But I'm thinking, logic tells me that if you just push down and back in, this will slide out of the little hole that sets up on the frame part, on the metal part. So that's how I ended up getting it out. And let's walk over here, let me show you. Like I said, this is kind of cool because I can take this badge off now, and of course clean all this up, take this badge off and get it down to that. Maybe that looks like that just scratches off. I don't know, this looks like somebody did that. I don't know. So I'm gonna try to fix that as best I can, doing the little detail stuff. Let's walk over here, let me show you what's going on. So those two little clips that I was telling you about at the top, they actually insert in those little holes right there. So if you can push it down and push it in, it'll come out of these little holes, and then you won't break your grill. So I'm gonna clean this up. I'm probably gonna lightly sand that. I might even paint that horn. I don't know. But I'm gonna now see, I can see what's going on with the bumper, right? So I can paint as far back as I need to. I'm going to tape all this off for now. And that way and clean the bumper. And that way whenever I go to spraying, it'll have a good surface to adhere to. So let's get to it, man. Okay, so I got it pretty much clean. I'm gonna go ahead and tape it off, and with my rolling paper right here. I got my rolling papers, and I got my tape, and so let's get to it. Okay, everyone, I put a first coat on there and I let it dry for about 5 minutes, and you can see it's spotty and whatnot, but it looks a lot better than it did already. And I just hit it kind of light, but now I'm gonna hit another coat. All right, let's let that dry. That's number 2. And let's let that dry, and we'll let it dry for about 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna go get another can, and then we'll see what coat number 3 looks like. It's still kind of spotty, but for some reason I had a feeling that where that rubber was really bleached out, if this didn't cover well over it, it was going to show through in the end. So that's 2 somewhat light coats. I was planning on doing 4 coats and letting a little bit of time in between each coat, see if I could build it up. So let's see how that works. Okay guys, while I was letting that 3rd coat dry, I went ahead and taped this up over here. It's not the best job, but you get the point. I just want to keep it off my paint job. So I'm gonna put a little coat on this and see what that looks like. Okay, let's let that dry as the first coat, and let's start putting this 4th coat on this bumper. You can see it's really starting to look good and even out a little more, the paint. So let's see if I can work it a little better and get a better sheen, better coat on it. Whew, stuff's strong. You definitely want to be wearing a respirator, something like this over your face, nose. Woo! Some strong stuff. You don't want to be breathing that. So let's let that 4th coat dry, and let's jump back over here. Since I put such a small coat on that first time, see if Let's put another little coat on it. And let that dry. I need to get up underneath that handle a little bit. I don't have to get all the way up underneath there, but see, I definitely want to get that. But it already looks better. It already looks 100 times better than it did. So I did this, like I say, I mentioned that in the video earlier. I'm doing this. Let me show you what the back bumper looks like so you can get a A-B comparison. So this is what the back bumper looks like. You see how it's got all this film of whatever underneath that. I guess through the years people put an armor all on that or whatever. But see how it faded in there and made it white? Look at the difference between the back and down here, what I did. Big difference, man. I think I paid like $8, $6 to $8 for this stuff. It's really, really cheap. And what you get out of it is just awesome. Grading this material, I don't know how long it's gonna last, but grading it for as far as the coverage and as far as what it looks like when you're done, I would probably have to give it a 98. Graded at a 98, and that's pretty daggum good, man. I mean, that's almost perfect. I mean, look at it. It looks great. And you can do this. You can do this to all your rubber parts. Like I say, the only thing I'm gonna do is the other door handle, and the back bumper. And I'm not gonna do anything else on it as far as painting. I'm not gonna paint this rubber trim right here. This looks pretty good. It don't look bad just like it is, so it just needs to be clean. Like I said, it's been raining around here, and this is the first day of real sunshine and warm enough for me to do anything with the paint. And I was just waiting for the perfect day to do this. And this is a really good day. And I'm contemplating whether I want to do the back bumper today or not, because tomorrow it's gonna start raining again. And if I don't get it done today, then it may be a while before I get to it. But being that I'm gonna tackle the grill this afternoon and try to put that back on, I might not be able to get it on this afternoon. I might have to let it glue overnight and just work on the grill in the house this afternoon after dinner. So, but overall, man, this looks really, really good. It's starting to really take shape, starting to look good, and I'm really happy with it. I really, really am happy with this Dupli color trim and bumper paint. It says Fade X technology, renews and protects, flexible finish, excellent adhesion. So, you know, hey man, there it is right there. 1 can to do your front bumper. 2 cans should do both bumpers and the doors. And like I say, I did this trim work down here, so it looks like I might need to get another can. I don't know. I've got maybe almost a half in this one and a little bit left in that one. I really don't like going all the way down the bottom of the can because it starts to spot and spit once it gets low, so I didn't really want any spit marks on it. And so I might have to go buy another can to finish the back bumper post. Thanks for joining in, and we will see you again.